Okay, this is our next Voeller maintenance video. This one will be to show how to properly replace an arm, should you ever have to replace an arm.
So the actual journal.
The journal of the arm assembly. So we'll go from there.
Okay. First of all, I guess if you want to see the replacement part, is going to be another journal. Comes with a rubber boot and a shim. And that shim is a standard shim that we send with the new journal. And if that does not fit, you can call the company and get one, either larger or smaller, whatever you're going to need. Porta power would be good to have to get the old journal out. It might be difficult to get out once you get to it. And these are some of the tools that I use. It's a 3/16 Allen screw, Allen wrench, small chisel, a deep socket 15/16, and this is a 3/8 Allen wrench. This is a 12-point 3/4 socket, and this is a deep socket 1 1/8, and then a 15/16 wrench. Okay, we're going to take it from the point where you have your spinner cover off, and after you get your spinner cover off, then you take your arm off, and the arm is sitting over here. So we're going to go from that point where your arm is off, and now you're going to try and get this journal out. It's fairly simple. First of all, you go to the rear jam nut in the back here and loosen that up. I already loosened that, but it would have been tight, and I just loosened that up. And also there's a jam nut up here that we will also loosen up. So you take care of those two jam nuts. Okay, and then you take your 12-point socket and loosen up this bolt in the back here. If you can't get at it with a 12-point socket, just use a 5/8 wrench. So that goes here. I'm going to loosen that up, and that is now loose. And then I'm going to take this Allen wrench, and I'm going to loosen up this bolt up here. So I'm going to back that up. Probably about 1 inch. All right. Okay, after that, you want to loosen this Allen screw. That's with the 3/16. That fits in there, and then just back that set screw out. And that loosens that up. Okay, after that, you can slide your torsion bar. Once that's loose, you can slide your torsion bar out. That frees up this piece and also your torsion bar. Okay, then you have 4 bolts that are used to tighten the journal up. And that is the 15/16 deep socket, and we're going to just remove these 4 bolts. Okay, once you get your 4 bolts out, this adjustment piece will come off. And then now you're ready to remove your journal. And again, depending on how bad it is, it could be corroded inside. It might be a little bit harder to get out than a new one. But at least I'm going to show you how we would do it here. So you take a porta power, anything that you can use to get in there to push out that journal. Set it in like so. And again, with a new spinner, everything comes out pretty nice. Okay, and this is your old one. This shim might be difficult to get out at first. And that's where the chisel comes in place, where you might have to tap it a few times, but it'll come out once you tap it a few times. This old rubber boot that is on might be corroded, might be cracked, so you're going to get rid of this also. And then obviously, if you're replacing a journal, you're just going to get rid of all of this. So you get rid of that. Then you go to your new pieces. And here's your new journal. And the assembly's real easy. Just put that rubber boot that goes on over it. It's on like that. And your new shim that comes with it goes in, and you just wrap it around like that. So then you clean this out, clean out your pipe that the journal goes in. You want to clean it up maybe a little bit depending on what you have in there, but you don't need this anymore. And I'll just take the new journal. It's with the shim wrapped around the rubber boot, and then you just insert it. You want a good, snug fit. You don't want a loose arm. Like so. Mallet, and then just tap it in. That's good tightness right there. You don't want it loose, but you don't want to have an overkill on the tightness, because you'll have to adjust your arms, and if that's too tight, then your arm's not going to adjust. So that's a good tightness right there. And the next thing we're going to do is reassemble everything. So,
which we don't have to do on the video because you've seen it.
Yeah, you just go opposite of what I just took off.
Right.
And then once you get everything in place, you put your arm back on, and then you go to the adjustment, which is in the other video on how to adjust the arms. So if you just go the opposite of what I just did to take this out, that's what ends up going.
You had mentioned that we ship one shim out. Do we ship actually multiple shims in case you do need different thicknesses?
That would be the customer's request, but yes, if you want to be on the safe side, I'd request. We have 4 different shims. I would request getting all 4 sent. There is a standard.
Because when you're there, then doing the repair, you have all 4 available to you,
Correct.
and you're able to do it right then and there.
Correct. Some customers actually have a spare before they have any issues with any of the journals. They have one on hand,
Great.
along with the spare parts.
So keep that in mind when you're ordering the new journal. We'd want to make sure that we include all 4 shims in that packet.
Right.
Great, thank you.